everybody, welcome back to Ruth Mania JNTV, where I collect mostly only Ruth items. Today I have a mini baseball bat. I believe it's a 16-inch bat. It's very, very old. The stamping says Babe Ruth, and it's definitely period. It's definitely old. On the back it has a 3. I've never seen another one like this. We're thinking it could be from the Red Sox days when he played for the Red Sox from 1915 to 1919. And then this glove here is just an endorsed glove from the 20s or 30s. And somebody traced over the actual name on here, or it might have came that way. But it says Babe Ruth, and it's definitely a Babe Ruth glove. I'll show you the front of it. I wasn't going to take this out of the display. It's one of my favorite pieces. It's very hard to find Babe Ruth gloves from those days. They only come up to auction every so often. And it's a Spalding. This phone never wants to focus for me. Anyways, as you can see, it's endorsed by Babe Ruth. And I bought this as a Babe Ruth glove. It'd be pretty amazing if it was one he used. I have no idea how that would be proved. I'm not actually an expert on gloves, but I love the vintage feel of the gloves and how they were made. The leather is cracking a bit. The mini bat that I showed you, it's one of my favorite mini bats. There's no way to actually prove that this was from around his rookie season, but the stamping is definitely a lot older in appearance than some of my other mini bats. Looks like something could have came off here at one time, some kind of paint. Oh yeah, there's paint all over this thing. So who knows, but I'll show you a few more cool items. Here I have another glove that recently I was told is not even a baseball glove. I cannot be sure or certain that it is a baseball glove. I thought it was a buckleback from 1920s. Somebody told me it was a punching glove. And we do know that Babe Ruth worked out in Archie's, I believe it was Archie's gym in New York City, where he lost a lot of weight in 1927. And in the late 20s and 30s, he worked with Archie, and he was a trainer. What's cool about this glove, it was once owned by David Kent, who must have been a young boy at the time when he met Babe Ruth and had it signed. The autograph is a little sloppy. It has faded, but underneath the loop you can see, I believe it's ballpoint pen. It has been authenticated through Rare and Signed, and I have not sent it out to PSA, so there could be a chance that it would not pass. But looking at the R and the way the autograph appears, it does appear to be his style of handwriting. It is tough to say though. Here you can see the brand on this glove is Greased Palms. Or I'm sorry. Let's see if I have that wrong. Yeah, Greased. I believe it says Greased Palms. Or Greased Palm. My phone keeps stopping as I'm recording. It's saying there's not enough storage. If anyone knows that this is, if this is a punching glove and not a baseball mitt, I thought it was a catcher's mitt when I bought it at auction, but I'd like to hear more about it if you know anything about these type of gloves. Here we have some really cool old pens. Here's an Ask Me pen, very rare. I believe it was also a Quaker Oats, and this was told to me when I bought it that's an original. It's a very scarce pen. And then we have two more pins here. These are two of my favorites. I love this pin here on the left of Babe Ruth. That's a very tough one to find. The one on the right, Babe Ruth Champions, that's a little easier to find. The pin here on the left, you can see the maker's brand, Green Duck Company, Chicago. Not in the best of shape, but very tough to find for your collection. And then we have a 1948 exhibit card of Babe Ruth holding a pile of bats. Pretty cool exhibit card. I'll show you the back. It has not been graded. Here I have a really cool pin. I have not found the actual date to this. I do believe it to be old. I thought at first it could have been a barnstorming pin because it says I support Babe Ruth Baseball, and I did not believe it was from a Little League play because under my loop the ink is definitely from the 20s or 30s, possibly 40s. I guess at one time it was $18. But as you can see, the back of the pin back is definitely old and dated. It's not a newer pin. And here's a pretty cool find. This is not graded by PSA or SGC or Beckett. This is actually graded by Rare and Signed also, just like that glove I showed. I do have another baseball that is graded by JSA. But this one right here, there's no way to really tell if PSA would pass it. But the ball is definitely an original for that time from when he played. And I have seen other baseballs like this where his autograph appears rushed and sort of leaning to the right with his R. The E is a bit worn off in Babe. It's definitely fountain pen, but it's hard to say if this ball would pass with a different grading company. But still a very cool baseball, and it could possibly have been signed by him. I've seen autographs that didn't actually look exactly like his other exemplars. And it is in fountain pen again, like I said, so it's not a modern counterfeit or anything like that. That'll be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll have more items coming soon to show you guys. Please leave a like, a comment, and please subscribe and share my channel. Thank you guys.